Welcome. Linguistic semantics is a branch of semantics that studies the meaning of words and utterances by taking into account the conventional aspects of meaning, e.g. the dictionary meaning of a word, and the context in which a word or utterance appears. An example of how linguistic semantics is applied is to study the denotative and connotative meaning of a word or utterance. For this, the context will always be relevant. For example, if a doctor tells his patient, "Your heart is in perfect condition," the word heart is being used with its denotative meaning, that is, with the basic meaning, which is the one we usually find in the dictionary.
On the other hand, if a person says, "My heart is broken," he or she is using the connotative meaning of the word, that is, the meaning that each speaker gives to a word in a given context and which can acquire a figurative or metaphorical meaning. In both cases, the context in which the word heart appears is fundamental to understanding its meaning. Therefore, for linguistic semantics, language has a plural nature because meaning is determined by the objective, the subjective, the worldview of the speaker, the intentions, and the circumstances in which a message is produced, among other things.
Semantics with humor means showing how the meaning of words can vary depending on context, language, tone, and culture, using humorous situations that reflect real semantic misunderstandings. Today, I present a creative demonstration about semantics and how words can have different meanings or sounds depending on the country or the context. Here we can see how the same word, water, changes depending on the accent. The American says waiter, the British say wota, and the Australian says something like wada. Even though they all speak English, they sound completely different. This is part of the semantic and phonological variation we see in real life. In this real-life scene, an American person says to a British woman, "I love your pants," while in American English pants means trousers. In British English, it means underwear. The result? An awkward but funny misunderstanding. Here, semantics teaches us that the same word can have different meanings depending on the country.
Linguistic diversity refers to the coexistence of many languages in a geographic area or around the world. It involves the presence of a wide variety of languages, dialects, and sign languages, each with its own structure, history, and cultural significance. An example would be different languages. Spanish, English, French, and Mandarin are examples of distinct languages that have different grammatical structures, vocabulary, and sounds. Dialects. Within the same language, there are dialects that vary in vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar.
American English and British English have dialectal differences. In American we say truck, but in British we say lorry. And in grammar, the use of past tense verbs can differ.
Semantics is the study of meaning in language, deeply connected to cultural, social, and identity factors. Word meanings are not fixed. They vary depending on the context in which they are used. Cultural background influences how expressions, idioms, and metaphors are understood, often reflecting shared beliefs and values. People also use language to express identity and group belonging, choosing words that align them with certain communities. Thus, semantics goes beyond literal meaning, involving how meaning is shaped and interpreted through cultural and social frameworks. Understanding this is key to effective communication and language learning.
And with that, we conclude for today. Keep researching and learning about the meaning of words.